welcome to this explainer. Let's just jump straight into it. Today, we're unpacking a 6-year journey that honestly is probably going to feel remarkably relatable. It's the story of PalPalDiaries and how it moved from just a simple idea scribbled in a notebook to an actual living reality. We're going to track that whole timeline and break down those very real psychological hurdles we all face between getting inspired and actually taking action. So let's start with a question that might hit a little close to home. Why do our absolute best ideas so often stay locked inside our notebooks? I mean, think about your own unstarted projects right now. Maybe it's an app you wanted to code, a book you've been meaning to write, or a side hustle you wanted to start. We're going to explore this exact feeling through our protagonist, whose journey pretty much perfectly mirrors what so many of us go through. December 2020, the spark of an idea. We all know this exact feeling, right? That universal high of pure inspiration. It's late at night, you've got a warm cup of tea, and you're just filling up page after page of a notebook. For our protagonist, December 2020 was the moment an idea was born. It was the exciting thought of, hey, what if I start a YouTube channel? She's in that honeymoon phase of creativity, enthusiastically writing down literally dozens of video ideas, like 50 different topics just pouring out. She's visualizing this future filled with endless possibilities. Everything just feels totally possible. 2021 to 2026, the perfectionism trap. But then a shift happens. On one side, you have that pure, simple passion of the idea. Just a free mind, a pen, and a notebook. But on the other side, the self-imposed barriers start creeping in. Fear disguises itself as this absolute need for expensive cameras, complex microphones, lighting rigs, and high-end editing software. Instead of creating, she finds herself endlessly browsing gear online, completely overwhelmed by the prices and the technical requirements. She's watching tutorials, practicing speaking, taking notes, hitting record, then deleting the recordings, and just hesitating. The simple act of actually pressing publish becomes this massive mountain she just can't climb. And so days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and months into years. The excuses just start stacking up, don't they? 2021, I need a better camera. 2023, I need better editing skills. 2025, I need more confidence. 2026, maybe I'm just not ready yet. Anxiety mounts, files get deleted over and over, and all that time passes without ever actually sharing anything with the world. July 2026, the turning point. Then she finally pauses. She physically closes the laptop on all of those doubts, takes a deep breath, and says to herself with total determination, enough is enough. I'll start small and learn as I go. This is it. This is the exact moment she finally breaks free from the chains of perfectionism. She completely demystifies the process for herself. She trades the idea of that intimidating, expensive professional camera setup for just the everyday smartphone, the simple tool that was literally already in her hand. She just picks up her phone and decides to press record. And you know what? That moment is incredibly empowering. Taking the first step, execution over perfection. Before we look at exactly how she did it, I gotta ask you directly, how many years have you lost to not being ready? How many times have you let perfect be the enemy of good? Let's deconstruct the actual, simple reality of execution to strip away all that intimidation. Step 1, record on your smartphone. Step 2, edit on your laptop. Step 3, click publish. That is literally it. No fancy studio, no $1,000 lighting rig. Just taking the step. And just like that, PalPalDiaries is live. The very first notification of a subscriber pops up. Then a few more follow. What's really beautiful here is that it's subtle. This isn't some crazy, overnight viral explosion that sets unrealistic expectations. It's a realistic, quiet success. But getting those first few people to validate her courage, that is incredibly empowering. The ultimate lesson. Every small step matters. We see this play out in her everyday moments after the launch. Writing in a journal, walking in nature, sipping coffee while editing. She has this quiet confidence now, because confidence doesn't come from planning, it comes from doing. The ultimate realization here, ideas don't change lives. Action does. Don't wait to be perfect. Start small. Learn. Grow. One moment at a time. And that brings us to the channel's incredibly fitting tagline. Every moment has a story. Every story has a lesson. This is the ultimate takeaway from this entire 6-year journey. The lesson was never actually about video production. It was about giving yourself permission to just be a beginner. So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with one final question to think about. What is the one small step you can take today with the tools you already have? Not the tools you plan to buy, not the skills you're going to learn next year. What can you do today? Close the laptop of doubts, pick up whatever tool is in your hand, and just press record on your own idea. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.